Woohoo! Say something, Rachel.
Daddy got the black canvas today and he's gonna paint on it. And I'm standing on this chair.
Hey guys, it's Jason Warren, and we've got Rachel with us today. Welcome back to the wonderful world of Warren. And those of you who haven't been with us before, welcome. We're glad to have you. We're going to be painting today. I'm going to do Bob Ross, Season 1, Episode 3. And we've got a black canvas. This will be the first time I've ever painted with a black canvas, so this should be fun.
And I make funny faces.
Yes, she does. But she also paints with watercolors. Are you going to paint today?
Mm-hmm.
What are you going to paint?
I'm going to paint on my canvas the rainbow and fish
And what are you going to paint today, Rachel?
the rainbow, the fish, and the victims.
So she's got some canvases that her Aunt Linda has made some designs for her to paint.
Yeah.
All right. Are you happy?
Yeah.
That's right, because happiness is painting with Bob.
And I call my Aunt Linda, my aunt, and Uncle Cody, my uncle. Oops. So, bye. I'm going to paint now.
Let's get to painting.
Hey guys,
Okay.
this episode is going to be more about the uh-ohs of painting and how everything can go wrong no matter how well prepared you are. For example, and that's about how I feel about this entire episode. So here we are, we've got our 18 by 24 inch canvas, black canvas. We've covered it in alizarin crimson, and kind of like we did the magic white. And what I did was I put a lot of linseed oil with it to make it spreadable like that, to make it kind of like magic white. And I put it on there, and now we've got Van Dyke brown. And we're just doing the corners and the edges, and of course now here we're just evening it all out. So here's what's going to happen in this episode. I'm going to get about a quarter of the way through this painting, and I'm going to realize that I'm out of odorless paint thinner, and I have to stop this painting. I stop it a quarter of the way through. And I know a lot of you are like, oh, well, you could have finished it, and someday I may will, but my point is to paint an entire, canvas while you're watching, and that did not happen. Because I ran out of paint thinner. Well, it's not really paint thinner, it's odorless paint thinner. Whatever Bob says get, that's what I got. So anyway, we put a little bit of yellow, cad yellow, on the 1-inch brush, and we shove it into the board, and we make a little circle, and then we kind of fan them out. And then here we're making some heels, but you can't see them because I didn't realize when filming that there would be such a glare on the canvas. So most of this first painting that you're watching, you can be able to see what I'm doing. So I guess it was a blessing that we stopped it as quick as we did, because see, now I'm putting some yellow highlights on top of those heels. You can't see that. Guys, this experience was completely aggravating. 100% aggravating. Like, really and truly, I paused Bob, I yelled at the world. It didn't seem no matter what I did, it could do it right. And I'm sure some of you guys out there who have tried painting with Bob Ross, and some of y'all who do it really well, I'm sure y'all all have days like this, or maybe it's just me. I'd like to hear from some of y'all's worst days painting. And I know that's not what Bob's really about. I mean, he's about happiness and joy. But sometimes, no matter what you do, it's frustrating, really frustrating. And things just don't work out. But we keep going, and you know, we keep living life. Now here we're pulling down this yellow stuff, trying to make some, what's it called? Some reflections there. Finally, I decide that's not enough, so I put some yellow on the brush and really muck it up. But here's some nice reflections. And if it wasn't so glary, you can see them. Oh, now look at this tree. I want y'all to pay attention to this tree right here. Yep. See that? Oh, no, you can't see that. That's my point. Even the filming of this one was bad. Oh, and I'm trying so hard. Like, I'm just so proud of my trees right there, and nobody's ever going to see them that well. If you think this is frustrating, wait till you hear about the second time. Now, I painted this one 3 times. 3 times I've tried this episode. And this is the first time. Like I said, I get about a quarter of the way through it and run out of paint thinner. The second time, oh, now look at that water line. Now, I actually do a really nice job on this water line, and sometimes I struggle with water lines. But I think I did a really good job on this one, so I'm kind of upset that this painting did not get finished just because of that. Now, what we're doing here is we're taking Van Dyke Brown and Crimson Red and putting it on Van Dyke Brown and Crimson Red to make the outlines of the trees. I can't see that outline when I'm painting it. Matter of fact, the glare, I can actually see it pretty well. So apparently the glare has purpose now. But I can't see those outlines when I'm doing this painting. I'm just putting brown on brown, it looks like. But that's what Bob said do, so I did it. But the second time I painted this, I started painting. I was doing good. I was feeling great about it. Made it through the entire painting. I was so proud of myself and so proud of that painting. And I went to go turn the camera off and realized I had not pressed record. Now see, there's the quarter of the painting that I did. That's all I got out of it. And I mean, it looks pretty nice for what it is. So here we are. Now this is not the second time filming. This is the third time filming. Because remember, the second time filming, there's no footage of that. Think about how aggravated you would be to paint an entire episode and just to find out there was no film in the camera. Now, of course, I'm doing this digitally, so there is no film. But I did not hit record, so we don't have an ounce of footage. not a snippet of me painting the second painting. At the end of the episode, that's the painting I'm going to show you, though. That's the painting we're going to put on eBay, up for auction on eBay. So I actually did complete season 1, episode 3. Just not that you're going to see it. So after painting it twice now, and black canvases apparently come in a 2-pack, and so then I needed another 18 by 24 black canvas. So I went back to where I got the original one, the other 2, and they were out. So then I drove across town to the other store just like it, and they were out. And then the next morning I got up and thought, well, I'll go all the way out to another store. And they were out. I went to 4 different stores to try to find an 18 by 24 black canvas. I had to drive 3 towns over. Now I live in a big city. I live in Dallas, Texas. Actually, I live in a suburb. But I had to drive 3 suburbs over. I'm telling you, first world problems here. But I had to drive 3 suburbs over to find this. And I finally just asked the guy, I said, man, can you just call around to your other stores and see what they have? He goes, oh, I can look it up online. I was like, well, why didn't the other people I asked do that anyway? So finally I get the black canvases and I get home. And I'm like, all right, now I'm ready to paint again. So now that we have our 3rd black canvas, here we are putting in the sunset again. And here we are putting in some foothills. I think we did that already. Now we're highlighting those foothills. yeah, that's looking pretty good. And as you notice, I've learned from my past experience, and you can actually see me painting this one. So that's kind of nice. At this point, my daughter's given up painting. She's like, Dad, you just can't get it right. I'm done painting. But you can see in the background her paint stuff's still out. She still likes to paint. So this is 3 days later after the original time filming this. Oh, and I got some more paint thinner, obviously. So what we're doing here is we're just pulling this down, causing some reflections. Yeah, and then we're just gonna... Beautiful. So now we're going to put in some trees. Yeah, look at those trees right there. Now I wish you could have seen the first trees better. I was actually happier with them. But that's okay. We're going to put in these little trees right here. They're going to look pretty decent. See, I got a crooked one there. I like when Bob makes crooked trees. I feel like mine just look mine look injured when I make them crooked. But he makes them look cool when he does it. I don't know. So anyway, we got the and again, you're watching this in double time. Like we've sped this up so that you're not having to watch me clean all my brushes and examine what I'm doing. Or a lot of times I'm pausing Bob, saying, "Hold on, Bob." Of course, by this time I've painted this one enough that I'm like, "Yeah, just keep talking, Bob. I'll catch up. I know what I'm doing here by now." So here we are, putting in the water line, and we mixed just a little bit of titanium white and cad yellow, and we're just cutting it into the canvas there. And again, I'm going to say this: when we say cut into the canvas, we do not mean cut the canvas. Of course, my luck, I'd put a big hole in it right. Put a big hole in it right now. Oh man! So here we are again, putting in the brown on the brown to make the highlights for the trees, I guess, or the back ends of the. I don't know anymore. At this point, I'm just getting kind of frustrated because I feel like I've got too much. Have you ever put too much liquid white or magic white on your board and everything just smears? That's very much how I'm feeling right now. Like I feel like I've got too much. We'll call it liquid alizarin crimson. And I feel like I've got too much of that on the board. And so I feel like everything's just kind of smearing. But you know what? We're going to power through this. By the way, this painting ends horribly, horrifically. Worse than the other one. And we're going to get to that. You're going to get to see it. You know, Bad Days Painting, I guess it should be the name of this episode. Man. So now we're putting in some trunks. And it's pretty much just a waste of time when you see what happens to this painting. It's really sad. Makes me sad. Oh, there's some branches right there. Now we're going to highlight them. A little bit of marbling some titanium white and Van Dyke brown. Just give them a little bit of, well, let's just be honest. It's brown on brown, so if I didn't put the white on, you wouldn't be able to see where the branches are, right? I mean, let's just be honest. Why Bob thought that was a good idea, I don't know. But his looks great. He knows what he's doing. Jason here, he has no clue what's going on at this point. He's just hoping that he's actually pressed record this time. Oh man. So we're cleaning brushes and we're getting frustrated. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm getting very frustrated. Third time I've painted this. Now watch this. I start putting my color on and it's just looking like it's mucking up. Tappity tap tap, tappity tap 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 tap. That don't look right. Get some more color. Put some more on the brush. Maybe get some liquid white. Let's thin it out. Thin paint sticks on thick paint. But you know what happens when you get paint on paint and it just all paints up? It paints and muck it up. It's muckety muck. Muckety muck. Man, I'm very unhappy with these trees right now. And these aren't looking right. I'm aggravated. Now I got the big brush, and I'm like, let's just pound this in there. Rah! Yeah, we'll make the leaves come out of this brush. Because sometimes Bob says you got to make the leaves come out. Come out of here, leaves! Except Bob does it a lot nicer than I do, apparently. Because leaves don't listen to me. Now it's just, it's just a muckety muck, and here it goes. Oh, man. Nothing's coming out right. This is just, I'm very aggravated at this point. I'm literally like I'm just throwing paint on a board, and it looks, okay, let's, oh. Now, if you notice, my paint, my canvas has come out of my stand, and I'm having to hold on to it while I'm doing it. You see that? You see how it's going back and forth at the top? Yeah, because it came out of the stand there. Too proud to stop, and so I'm just bam, bam, bam. But oh no! What the no? That's right. This ends in tragic horror. And there's an ottoman that you don't see that just got red paint all over it. Well, that's how that one ends. And this is the one you didn't get to see painted. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe. Tell me your horror stories in the comments. And thanks for watching. Happiness is Painting with Bob, even though sometimes it's not all happy. This is Jason Warren. Love you guys. God bless.
If you like this video, subscribe to my video.
Yeah, there you go.
Bang, bing, bong. Brought to you by Cool Beans Reselling Collectibles.
Cool Beans, cool store.com.